ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's talk a little bit about HPV vaccination. So we learned about what cervical cancer is, how it spreads, who are at risk, what are the symptoms. Now we need to find out how we can prevent ourselves from getting cervical cancer. And the best way to do that is to prevent against HPV virus by this vaccine. So this vaccination involves receiving a vaccine that is designed to provide protection against various subtypes. And this vaccine actually stimulates the body's immune system to produce antibodies to fight against HPV. One dose of HPV vaccination is about 0.5 milliliters and is given through an intramuscular injection in the deltoid region or in the shoulder region. So, how does this vaccine work? Figure below. Step 1, we give you the vaccine. Step 2, your body's immune system will respond to the vaccine by producing antibodies to fight against HPV virus. So by fighting against the virus, now these antibodies built up in our body, it will be there and it will ensure that we don't get an infection reaction. And finally, the antibodies will act to fight the infection and remove viruses. So this produces lifelong immunity towards HPV. And the types of HPV vaccinations out there are as 3. The Cervarix bivalent, the 2 strains, it will actually put. So there are 3 things: the Cervarix, the Gardasil 4, and the Gardasil 9. So all this prevents the HPV virus, but what are the differences? The differences mainly are that it protects against different strains and the number of strains it protects against. For Cervarix bivalent, it protects only against 2 strains, HPV 16 and 18 subtypes. For Gardasil 4, it protects against 6, 11, 16, 18. And finally, for Gardasil 9, it protects against 6, 11, 16, 18, 31, 33, 45, 52, and 58. So that's 9. So, Cervarix 2, Gardasil 4 strains, Gardasil 9 strains. And Cervarix is available for women only, but for Gardasil 4, Gardasil 9 it's been approved on both males and females. So, what are the indications and contraindications for the HPV vaccine? The indications will be those who are 9 to 45 years old. Both boys and girls up to the age of 26, HPV vaccine is recommended at 11 or 12. Can actually start 9. Or for previously unvaccinated or incompletely vaccinated patients until to age 26. And for 27 to 45, clinicians should engage in a shared decision with patients to determine whether they should be vaccinated or not. The main contraindications will be this: if there was previously a severe allergic reaction to a previous dose or to a vaccine component, pregnant women, and close attention, those who are moderate or severe acutely ill with or without fever should be delayed until the illness is cured. Having severe allergies, including allergies to yeast, you should consult your healthcare professional before getting this vaccine. Alright, so should children get the HPV vaccine? Yes! The World Health Organization recommends that children should get vaccinated against HPV, and the best time for them to do it is between 9 to 14. This is because their immune system is stronger at this time, and the vaccine is most effective if given before a person is infected with HPV virus, usually through sexual activity. So, the Ministry of Health's new guideline is this: 1 dose for girls who are 9 to 20, this is for Gardasil 4, and 2 doses for girls and women 20 years of age and older. Right? So this is a circular that was given by the Ministry of Health Malaysia and is in line with the World Health Organization. So the possible HPV vaccine side effects are your usual. Every time you get a vaccine, is things like pain, redness, swelling in the arm, fever, headache, tiredness, nausea, muscle or joint pain or dizziness, fainting. But these are generally mild and usually go away within a day or 2 lah. Alright. So these are just a lot more of the adverse effects for HPV vaccinations. The most common are below. And you see the pyramid below, the most common is down there, which is pain, redness, headache, muscle soreness. Less common, nausea, vomiting, stomachache. Even less common is infections in the respiratory system, headache. And finally, the rarest side effects will be things like anaphylactic reaction, which is just an allergic reaction. So, HPV vaccinations are very safe. It has gone through very rigorous safety test checking before it's approved by the US Federation of Food or Drug Administration and FDA, and more than 15 years of monitoring and research during the vaccination program continues to show that HPV vaccination is safe. Gardasil 9 was actually studied in clinical trials with more than 15,000 females and males. Gardasil 4 was studied in clinical trials with more than 29,000 females and males, and Cervical study in about 30,000 females. So the vaccine is very safe. It's already gone through, it's been years out there, and it's already been studied very rigorously. And it has high efficacy. It shows that the vaccine works extremely well. In studies comparing pre-vaccination and post-vaccination periods involving more than 60 million individuals in the general population, the prevalence for HPV 16 and 18 decreased significantly by 83% among those aged 13 to 19 and 66% those who are 20 to 24 after 5 to 8 years of vaccination. Protection of HPV vaccination lasts more than 10 years without becoming less effective. So, to summarize, HPV vaccination is safe and effective. Get vaccinated now to protect against HPV-related cancers. So what we do at the National Cancer Society is this program called Leaving No One Behind, whereby we're providing these free vaccinations from Gardasil 4 to those who are 13 to 20 years old and from B40 households, chronically ill, persons with disabilities, living in reform centers or prisons, single mothers, Orang Asli or Orang Asal communities, and primary school dropouts. Right? So we are doing this as a supplement to the National Immunization Program provided by the Ministry of Health Malaysia and the government. So we are doing it as a supplement in line with what they can do, because if they are not in school, they don't get the vaccine. So we're helping in that regard. Okay, so now we learned all about the HPV vaccination. The next part of this next portion is to find out myth or reality. Stay tuned.